guys, myself Dinesh, and today I am in front of you all to basically discuss of what all things I had done bad in my second year and what all things which I missed or should have done for kind of getting a proper kind of framework and the back for my third year so that it's easier and better for my placement journey. Because right now I'm in my third year and I feel I lacked, I am lacking a lot of things which should have been a kind of a base and which should have been started in my second year. But I'm missing all those things right now because I did not do that in the second year, and instead I did a lot of other unnecessary stuff and the other things which wasn't that much necessary for the placement session. But yeah, it was a whole lot of drama over these past 2 years. So let's discuss. Okay, so in my second year, actually, starting with my a brief introduction about me, I am from BCom honors and currently in my final year. So in my second year of BCom honors, and I am not doing any professional course. So if I was into some professional course, so then it would have made at least some of the sense that why my placement preparation is not up to the mark. But right now, I don't have an excuse even to cover it up. Okay. So being brutally honest, in my second year, first of all, I am not doing any professional course as such of now, but in the future, I am planning to, but haven't kind of finalized yet. I will be researching about it a lot and maybe discussing in the further videos, YouTube videos, and will for surely share my journey about my future. So I wasn't into any of the professional course earlier, nor I had any of the kind of skill courses or any of the other additional courses or the degrees. As I know, a lot of my friends are doing some additional or like a 2 degree thing. Basically, there is also a system where you can kind of opt for the other online degrees. I got a friend of mine, so he is actually also doing a online degree through some other university or the college. So basically, it's kind of a dual degree working. A bit of hectic situation would be there, but if you are able to handle it, it has a very great and good prospect. So yeah, so I wasn't doing any of the course, nor any degree, nor any professional course like CA or CFA in my second year. So I was totally into the societies. Yeah, guys, that's the reality. I was into, like, to be honest, in my first year, I was into like 3 to 4 societies. I won't specifically name them, but in the second year, I got PORs, which is the position of responsibility in 2 of the societies. I was marketing head of one society and the initiative head of the other society. So basically, I was wholly occupied with the positions and the accountabilities and responsibilities handling juniors. And if you just get into the college society, and if you all student whosoever is watching right now is not into some college society, my biggest suggestion and advice would be in second year, please try to avoid all these things. If you just want a career through placement session in the third year, then you need to be building a lot of things which won't be possible if you be there in the society. Okay, so my first suggestion for all the second year students who are there presently or who will be going to the second year would be like all the social things and all the societal. See, society is basically mainly because mainly it helps for the socializing and the other kind of leadership qualities and everything else. That all things you can develop in the first year itself. But if you really want to focus on a lot on the career and the placement, according to my suggestion, my own experience, what I have done, because I got a lot of PORs and I'm presently in my third year, and I too got a POR right now. I'm the general secretary of one society. So I mean, I wish I had put this whole time in my other preparation rather than all this society. So one biggest thing which you all should be avoiding in the second year is leave all the societies. And I mean, you can be in 1 2 societies if that is not consuming your much of the time, and you still got a lot of time of a productive time which you can just spend in maybe studies or the other things. So that's the most important thing. So societal thing first, societal, and the second most important factor is just some your social life. In second year, you will have a lot of distraction regarding friendships, relationships, and a lot of struggle with the people, because college is all about people and socializing. That I totally agree. You need to enjoy your college life. That is a valid point. But for getting a good, productive future ahead in the third year, if you want to just getting placed in the top tiers, in the top top firms, then you need to be sacrificing something, and that is asked that is asked about your social life. You need to be, forego of that some of the part. So social life is something which you need to be foregoing, the second point. And the third point, which is mainly what I have thought of, is I was very directionless. I was very much directionless. I did not know where I have to be going. I did not have any professional course, nor I had any knowledge of the placement session, like what all the companies would be coming, what job description, specifically the companies come to our college, and how I need to be preparing for that. I was actually so much clueless, and this was only because I had very less connections, and I only had unnecessarily societal connections, which is not at all needed. So basically, my third point is, do focus and build connections with your alumni, with your seniors who are productive and who will be useful. Okay, like having a friendship is totally fine, but your main motive should be to, have a conversation or have a connection with the people, with the seniors who are like maybe suppose placed right now, or are like alumni who are into some big firms. Talk to them, know about how the placement session is going to take place in the third year, because it depends on college to college. It won't be something which I just say off my college right now, like this type of format and this type of questions, and like this type of companies in my college would be helping you all, because it is totally subjective and it depends on college to college. That's this changing thing. It's flexible. So you need to be building connections and have good network, good people around you, and be productive. My main motivation for you all would be productive, be directionful. Don't be like me, who was directionless, who don't know where to go, not any professional course. Like if you have your aim to be placement in the third year, then you have to forego your social life a bit and focus on like productive things. And now let's we have seen what all things I have done and which you all should for surely not do, which should avoid and be warned of. Now let's see what are the things you should have, or like you have to be doing in your second year. First thing would be skills. Development of the skills is very important. Like skills include any software skills, and if you're like me, a become a student, or like if you want to just aim your job and the perspective of the future in like finance, then you need to be learning tools like Excel, PowerPoint, Microsoft PowerPoint, Word, and many other tools like Tally Prime. You would be learning in your college, university only, most probably. But if you are from any other university, then it's better for you to be, kind of like getting handy with these at least tools. Like Tally Prime is something which is used for like financial accounting, auditing, so that's important. And apart from that, Excel is truly very important. So like in my opinion, if you need one tool which you can just put in your CV and which can give you an edge over the others, because it it's not something which can like exactly give you an edge, because nowadays like almost everyone is doing the like Excel tools and all. So it would be something which is, kind of putting your CV into the top tier students. So that's something very like beneficial. So try to do these tools, and if you got any other interest in other tools, like as I have done in statistics with R, the tool is very fantastic. Like it is used for data analysis and management of the data and how to show it in a visual way. And I have also done in SPSS, which is the statistical programming software for the social sciences. That's also very very like important and kind of useful for the data management in the firm, but it's not specifically related to your placement. Okay, so that's not something of a clear advice of mine to compulsorily do these tools. But Tally Prime and Excel is something which you have to be doing, because that's very important. Tally Prime and Excel if you want to go into a finance firm. And now comes the like the best, which is the consulting. So for consulting, what I feel is from second year also it's already very late. If you're starting your preparation for placements of the top tier best companies of the consulting from your second year, it's already too late. You need have to be starting from the first year itself. But it's totally fine if you haven't yet, or if you have, then it's boom, then it's actually fantastic. But okay, I'm here for the students in the second year who don't have any preparation from the first year. So for consulting, you need kind of mainly three important things which you need to be preparing for a consulting, interviews and the final selection. See, aptitude is something is which is very common of all the companies, all the recruitment process. And I will be also talking about aptitude test in the next few videos. Maybe like you all just inform me when, like, how excited you all towards that. And yeah, so for consulting, you need three of the main important things. The first is kind of the case studies, case books. You need to be solving all those things, and there are a lot of case books, like such as the example is Case Compendium, which is of SRCC graduate, and like that's very fantastic book, and I am still reading it. I have not completed it yet. So yeah, like for me, being in the third year, I have not even completed the whole syllabus or like kind of a lot of modules of the case studies. That itself just feeling a bit, back or like ashamed or like kind of lost already. But you all have the chance. You are in the second year, so just be focused. Start to do case study preparations through books, case books, and everything else. And also the second is start to do mock interviews. Like if you have someone else, like maybe your family or friends, start to talk with them, because uh, talking English normally is totally different and talking in interviews is totally different. So if you have a good conversation skill in like English, don't just completely believe that you will be doing Excel or like Ace in interviews, because it's totally different. You need to be like habituated with the interview practice. Okay, so that's what I am saying to you all. So start practicing of the interview, case interviews especially. Like just watch a lot of videos. A lot of videos are there of the case interviews. I just watched a lot of YouTube videos. If you want, I will just suggest those in the comments. And apart from that, it's really very helpful, like watching case interviews. Like you know how to talk to like the interviewer, the interviewee, how the conversation should take place. So basically it's a whole structure which you should be following in a case interviews. That's really very very important. So case books, case interview preparation. And the third is guesstimate. Guesstimate is what I feel is very easy and simple, but people still underestimate it and like forgo its preparation. And even a small mistake in guesstimate, I know it's very easy and very simple, but a small mistake can, you know, kind of hamper your opportunity to get into a good tier job in consulting. So to start practicing with your guesstimates as well, that's very very important. Okay, so what we have listed: the case study books, the interviews, guesstimates, and yeah, and then the fourth is simple HR questions. HR questions is pretty easy, as I've already mentioned in the previous video. Oh, HR is like very easy. You have a lot of the questions. You can just maybe in 1 hour only you can just prepare the whole HR, and it should be more of a natural thing. So maybe you just prepare a few of the basic questions, and after that, all the other questions. I feel it's very subjective, and like out of your own natural way, it should come in a very fluent way. So all these things can come when you just do the interview practice. If you have the good conversation skill, if you have the practice of the interview in the real day life, as a mock interview, proper mock interview, which gives you the real analysis or the real proper environment of a interview, real interviews. That's really important for you all, for making your brain to get accomplished or like getting habituated with this situation. Okay, so yeah, these all basic things for the case interviews, and these all things you should be doing in your second year. Okay, for consulting, all these three things which I said: the case book, the guesstimates, the interview preparation. All these three are the main. Just watch to the YouTube. Like you have a lot, you all have lot of free stuff to prepare all these things. But we are just we are just clueless. We are just directionless. We just waste a lot of times here and there, but we don't use these simple free productive stuff which is just available in the internet, which can have us into the good jobs. That's human mind. That's human mind. Okay, yeah. So after getting so in your second year, you need to be doing all these things which I just said. Cut off your social life a bit. To be honest, you need to cut off that. And yeah, I guess that's it. In consulting, all these things are there. And in finance, as I said to you, like, to be honest, in finance companies, they ask the typical finance and the technical questions which you have studied in your BCom honors, or maybe in your school if you had the commerce things. So that is not something which you need to be preparing from that early on. But yeah, like having a base and studying your college studies properly can really help you in financial company interviews. That's really good in technical interviews. And apart from that, yeah, second year you have also to enjoy it. So do enjoy it, but not on the sake of sacrificing your productive time. Your main, like, if I say on a whole, the whole second year should be kind of 60% of the productivity and the placement preparation for the third year, and the 40% you can use for the other college studies and the social activities like the societies and social enjoyment trips and what all stuffs you want to do. Enjoy us like proper day with your friends, family, whatever things. Okay, so 60% proper should be your interview preparation. That's very very important. And do keep this mind, keep this thing in mind, like what all points I mentioned, what all things I mentioned. If you want, I can just give a proper structure for you all I will make a proper PDF. I have one, a draft one. So if you want, I will just send you, or like just mention it in the comments. So until then, so I guess it's a wrap. Let's wrap this video. I feel really good, and I actually feel a lot sleepy as well. I'm very tired. Today was a very exhausting day for me. So we'll be probably going to sleep right now. It's actually 2:25 a.m. Okay, the sleep schedule is cracked up. Let's okay, fine. Okay, meet you all in the next video. Until then, take care, be happy, be productive, and be the champion in your own life. That's it. All the best.